Hi, I'm Diet Cokehead. I write songs that trigger SAMHSA hotline numbers. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do a video on this week, but somebody said they really like my bartending stories. And yeah, I wasn't a good bartender. I wasn't. I'm very bad with people. I'm very blunt. I'm very honest. I'm very bad at lying to people. I'm bad at being popular. Um So everything that you're witnessing unfolds and stuff here on YouTube is exactly what happened everywhere else I worked. I just don't have a personality for life or humanity or really, if you're not an extrovert in American society, you are absolutely fucked. People annoy the fuck out of me. I don't like to sit there and talk to them. I don't like to make friends. I don't like it whenever every time somebody came over to my bar, it fucking sucks because my town is really fucking small. And everybody knows everybody, but I'm like this alien ass outsider. So everything is like this really big popularity contest. Everybody in the bars treated me like shit. Bar people are the worst. The worst person that exists. The worst. Everybody who's behind a bar was a fucking loser in junior high and high school, and they're overcompensating for it. That, like, 100% all the people that are fucking popular ass, loser ass town, fucking bar. I'm so scathing about them. I want to go there and spit in all their faces. I want to, like, if I'm famous, I'd want to shut these motherfuckers down. Like this. Oh my god, they're so fucking shady. They're so stupid. They're so, like, all the owners and stuff fucking suck. They're always like doing bullshit like, you can bartend for years and years and years, but they're gonna write you down as a waitress so that they can only charge you $2 an hour instead of 7. Bullshit like that. And then there's this one guy. I've worked at like 3 or 4 different bars, and the one that I spent like a lot of time with. Oh my god, this one bar was fucking horrible. I remember this one time. I gave this dude his change back, and I saw him pocket it. And then he started screaming at me and saying that I owed him $6. And I said, if you look into your front pocket, you're gonna pull out a 5 and a 1. He opened his front pocket, he pulled it out, the 5 and 1 was there, and I was like, yeah, see? And then he goes, I wanna talk to your manager! And fucking all the people in his table went quiet. So he screamed at my manager about getting me fired. And my manager made him give me my money. He did that. My manager helped people rob me like that all the time. There was one girl that saw that happen, and she kept giving me, every single time I saw this bitch, she told them that I gave them the wrong change back. That was like a really big thing. People would try to steal money from you like that all the fucking time. One bar that I worked at every night, it was a shoulder to shoulder crowd. And this one guy like grabbed my ass, and it was like a full on fucking grope. Like he cupped it and left his fucking hand there. I grabbed his wrist. This was so fucking bad. This is the only time. This is the only time anything ever worked out in my favor. I grabbed his fucking wrist. He turned around and looked at me. And he smirked at me. But I mean, he must have seen the look on my face, because without fucking saying fucking anything, I didn't say anything to him, and he just goes, nobody grabbed your ass! And I was like, oh fuck no. And I went and got a cop and like got his ass kicked out. And I was I was shocked that they were on my side, because usually, like, there was this one guy, he complained about me to my boss all the time. Whenever I reject guys, they almost always complain to my boss about me to get back at me. That happens like every single night I worked. Like every single fucking night. To the point where like the worst ones about it, like I didn't even fucking serve them. I probably made a lot more selling my nudes than I did. Like, and then like bartending sex work. Like it just is. A lot of it just irritates me because it's like all these guys every single fucking night, they're like, how much for a night, how much for a night, how much for a night, or they'll like pay me for nudes, they'll pay me for like whatever, and they'll like, they asked me to start doing it. And I only learned about this and I only started doing webcam and stuff because guys were constantly begging me for it, until the point where I was basically up against the wall and it was the only out that I had, even though it was a shitty one, even though it sucked, even though men suck, even though people suck. It's just everything you're gonna do suck. Life sucks. Life is a stupid shithole and I fucking hate it and I cannot wait for it to be over. But I really don't like it whenever people say that if I see guys on cam or if I see guys on bars or whatever, that I'm meeting the worst people. I'm like, dude, these are guys that run your youth group. These are guys that go to your church. These are guys with wives. This is everybody in the worst environments. It's something that brings out the truth, not even the worst, the truth of people, you know? If you can bartend for years and years and years and years and have nothing but the utmost disgust and contempt for human beings, then you're either a piece of shit yourself or you've done way too much coke, dude. And that's another thing. Like every bartender I know that partied with our loser ass customers and stuff, they're like all fucking cokeheads. If you see a bartender and they're over 30, they're a fucking cokehead. It's fucking everywhere. Everybody's doing it all the fucking time. We would find it all the time whenever we swept up. Everybody's doing coke. People did coke on the tables. I don't get it. I don't think coke works on me. I've done coke a couple of times and I'm like, people ruin their lives for this shit. Weed is better. If you're working like 3 jobs and desperate, yeah, I understand your situation, but then for the most part, I don't like it. Cutting people off is an art. And I was so quick with it. I'm really quick with it because I don't even know if I should tell this story, but there's this guy drinking at the bar, and he was pretty loaded, so I went over to cut him off, and he asked if he could have one more beer in his tab. So I gave him one last beer. I gave him his tab. You know, he wrote it out fine and stuff, but he stayed there, and he kept drinking. And he, like his friends, I cut him off, and I went to the bar, and I told them that he was cut off. And by the time he left, a cop had to escort him out. His friends, like, it's really difficult to keep track of people in a club, and usually if one person acts up, we're gonna kick their whole fucking group out, because by the time it gets really, really, really fucking crowded, shit like this is hard to stay in control of. All of his friends were giving him shots and shit, and he got escorted out, and I had already, like, I tabbed him out hours ago, and the next day, like, he got into a car accident. He was drunk driving the wrong way down a highway. It was fucking horrible. Yeah, but shit like that. Yeah, that's shit you have to watch out for. I can't believe that we didn't get investigated or anything for that, but they will, like, bartenders will overserve people really bad all the time just for their tip, because whenever you cut people off, they will get so fucking offended, they will throw a fucking fit. It's so much drama. It's so hard. Like, I will seriously, this one time I cut this dude off and he was like hot shit in town, like, he don't get cut off, like one of those motherfuckers. I was like, yeah, right, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're the president of the United States. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a flying fuck. If you're acting up in my bar, I'm gonna cut your ass off. And, but you know, these guys, you know who I am, one of those motherfuckers. So he threw a big old fit, took the whole party and left. And I was like, fucking fine. Like, on the group bar chat, he went to another bar and he shit himself all over their floor. And guess who did not have to clean that up, because I know when to cut somebody off. I've seen people piss in the DJ booth. Being a bartender is exactly like being a cam girl. It's the worst part of bartending. It's like all the harassment and the whatever, but the only reasons that camming is better money, and also I can turn down anybody I can turn down anybody I want on cam. You don't have to take every customer. You can cut somebody off on that cam at any point. If somebody's acting up, even if they're tipping you, you can be like, I want to end this cam relationship. Like, you have full control over everything always, and you don't have that with bartending. Camming is safer than bartending. Bartending is, it's just like stripping. Like, and those people are fucking crazy. Yeah. Don't be a bartender. Okay, bye.